and we will begin. So, of course, find your seated position. If there's any music that is calming to you, feel free to press play. So as you begin to collect yourself on your mat, you can start to find a comfortable seat. Maybe you're seated on a blanket, even a birthing ball or a chair if you feel you need some extra support right now, just as you begin to turn inward. And let's start with 3 cleansing breaths. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, inhale. Sigh it all out with your exhale. Maintain a slight part between your lips. Start to sit the air in through your nose. Feel your belly swell, your ribs expand, your heart lift. As you exhale, release the air through the part in your lips. Move from your heart space. Allow your ribs to cinch in and give a gentle hug around baby. Gradually allow your breath to deepen, to lengthen. And depending on how far you are into your pregnancy, you may need to focus your breath in different parts of your body to get that full, satisfying inhale. And if you'd like to continue your rose petal breath, that inhale through the nose and exhale through the lips, by all means, continue. If you'd like, you can seal up the lips and breathe in and out of your nose. The idea is to hone a calming breath, not only for the duration of your practice, but something that you can access very easily during labor. And then slowly release your chin towards your chest. Take your right ear to your right shoulder, pause. Keep the same position and then take your gaze down towards your right hip. Point your nose towards your thigh. And then take your gaze forward, maybe up if it's okay. And then forward and down. And forward and up. Pause with your ear at your shoulder. Draw your chin towards your chest. Left ear to left shoulder, pause. Maintain a long spine and then slowly point your nose towards your left thigh. And then your nose up towards the sky. Rotate down. And up. Rotate down one more. And up. Take your gaze forward, chin to chest. Interlace your fingers and place your palms at the base of your skull and allow your elbows to drop. Find an upward pull with your palms towards the crown of your head. Feel an extra stretch through the neck. As you inhale, let your chest lift and your elbows expand. Let your head fall into your palms. And as you exhale, round and let the elbows drop. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, round. Inhale to a neutral spine. Fingers stay interlaced. Flip your palms up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, find a side bend over to the right. This may be enough. If you'd like, you can release your right hand down, bend at the elbow, and take a deeper stretch. Inhale up, fingers interlace. Exhale over to the left. Maybe you stay here, maybe release the left palm down, bend at the elbow, deeper side stretch. Inhale up, fingers interlace, and as you exhale, press your palms forward and round to the upper back. Stretch the muscles surrounding your shoulder blades. And then wrap your hands behind you, fingers interlace, squeeze your arms straight, stretch the muscles below your collarbones, surround all of your pec muscles, your breasts. And then come to a neutral spine and find your goddess arms. Find your calming breath here. Relax your brow, your eyes. Separate your teeth. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Arms are working, but the shoulders are relaxed. The hips and knees are softened and giving into gravity. Maybe you find a little bit of sway here if being still just doesn't feel good for the low back. Notice if any tension is creeping up into your head, neck, and shoulders. Try to actively release around those spaces. Stretch your arms out nice and long to a T, palms face down. Plug your arm bones into the shoulder socket so your shoulders blades are really active. And then make tiny little circles in one direction. Opposite direction. Flip your palms up, tap your hands to your shoulders, reach them right back out. Check in with your breath, check in with your thoughts. Next time your hands are at your shoulders, pause, rotate your elbows out in front of you, and then drop your elbows by your sides, palms face up. Extend the arms out in front of you like you're serving a tray, drop them by your sides. As your elbows draw back, hug your shoulder blades together even more. Engage the triceps, the backs of your arms. Feel your chest open even more as the elbows hug back. Next time your elbows are at your sides, pause, open the palms, and then close. Try to find a little bit more mobility with each opening. Not something that you're forcing, just something that you're employing with the shoulders, with the chest muscles. Next time your arms are together, pause or parallel. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders, open your arms to goalpost, pose, or shape. As you inhale, lift your heart. Let the elbows hug behind you. As you exhale, draw your forearms together, round the upper back. Inhale, expand. Maybe your gaze lifts. Exhale, round. Next time your arms are open, pause, and then cross your forearms. Give yourself a little shoulder massage. Rock your head from side to side. Bring out your wrists. And let's shift into quadruped, all fours. Knees wider than the hips. Palms are planted. Inhale, cow pose. Roll the shoulders back. Lift your heart and tailbone up. Exhale, round. Pause in this first cat. Really find some mobility in the upper back. Stretch it towards the sky. Shake your head yes and no. Tuck your tailbone. Feel a release in the low back. Inhale, cow. Open through your front body. Exhale, cat. One more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to a neutral spine. As you exhale, look towards your right hip, round your left side body. Inhale to center. Exhale, look to the left hip. Inhale to center, one more each side. Exhale, look to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale, center, walk your hands forward about a foot. Drop your chest back towards your thighs. Keep your hips over your knees, puppy pose. Feel your shoulders hug together and your hands hug together as well to keep them where they are on your mat. Find some energy there. Inhale, modified plank. Exhale here. Inhale, puppy pose. Exhale, modified plank. 3 more. Inhale, sit back, press back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. 1 more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Walk your hands back. Stack your joints. Bring the toes together. Widen your knees. Sit back in child's pose and stay active here. Press into your palms to lift your forearms away from the floor. Keep your legs as they are. Breathe in. With your breath out, come to a tabletop. Maybe bend the elbows as an option. Inhale back. Exhale up, maybe bend. Inhale back. Exhale up, maybe bend. 2 more, inhale back. Exhale up, bend. 1 more, inhale back. Exhale up and bend. Straighten your arms, kick the feet out. Bring the thumbs together at the top of your mat. Step 1 foot outside of your hand, followed by the other foot. Find a deep squat here. A block can come in handy, or if you need some support, you can even lift off of your heels and allow your heels to kind of touch your butt or your thighs. You can still relax the pelvic floor in this lifted heels position. The idea is not to hover wherever you are and to grip the thighs. So you choose whatever squat pose you're in, whether you're on your mat, a birthing ball, a chair. Cleansing breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Release the hands down. Lift your butt up. Straighten your legs. If you have a block, it's handy. You can bring it underneath your chest on its highest setting. Drop squats to start. Inhale, bend your knees, sit your butt way back. Exhale, legs straighten. Inhale, butt back, hard up. Exhale, legs straighten. So those of you that are well into your 3rd trimester, instead of all of the strengthening that we tend to talk about at the pelvic floor, Kegels and whatnot, You should think more about lengthening and softening the pelvic floor muscles. So maybe that means you hold the bend in your knees and kind of rock a little bit from side to side. We do spend some time relaxing and softening through the duration of the class. So you have the option to continue through that bend and straighten, or maybe hold more of a squat and again, just sway. Next time your knees are bent, pause, hands to thighs, flat back or roll up. Keep your legs and feet as wide as they are. Reach your arms overhead. Inhale, sit back, tap your block. Exhale, come up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. This can be as slow as you need it to be. Next time your knees are bent, pause. Bring your hands to your thighs. Rock from one heel to the other. Lift your toes up. Sway the butt, sway the hips. And then stay here, feet planted. Come onto your thighs and lift up a little bit. So you won't be using your thighs here in this position to keep your butt afloat or keep your knees bent. Instead, you'll bear some weight on your thighs and you'll start to circle your hips in one direction. Any movement you can do to soften around the hips and low back will create space in your pelvic bowl for baby. Shift in the opposite direction. Pause with a wide stance, turn the toes in, straighten the legs just a bit, keep a soft bend, grab your elbows, hang out in ragdoll. Keep the knees bent, inhale. With your exhale, slowly come up as you release the elbows. If you have blocks, bring one to one short edge and the other to the other short edge. And find a wide stance on your mat. So your feet are closest to the short edge of your mat. Maybe you start, just rock your hips from side to side. Bring your hands to your hips. Bring the heels in, reach the arms overhead. Inhale, bend your knees, maybe the palms come under baby. Exhale, come up. Inhale, find that little plie move, deep squat. Exhale, come up. If you're feeling any pulling, any pain in your pubic bone area, you can parallel the feet. And the knees will point more forward. Whatever direction your feet are, make sure the knees and the toes are pointing in the same direction. That's your guide. Next time your knees are bent, pause. Find goddess arms, breathe in. Little side bend to the right with your breath out. Inhale up. Exhale, open mouth. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale over to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, straighten the legs, bring your hands to your hips and turn the heels out. Spin your right toes to the short edge of your mat. Spin off of your left heel and bend your right knee for a high lunge pose to start. Once your feet are hip distance apart, release your left knee down to the mat. Untuck your left toes, low lunge pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, allow your hips to shift forward just a bit. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Maybe the right toes come off of the mat. That requires a little bit more balance. Exhale, bend, plant your foot. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Stay here, breathe in. With your exhale, half splits, release your hands down, walk it back. Maintain a 90-degree angle with your left knee. Draw your right hip crease back. Hug the shoulders together and down the back. Press into your right heel. As you inhale, come forward, plant your right foot. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the left foot. Oh, spin your left heel underneath your butt. Check in with that square shape of your legs. As you inhale, sit back toward your left heel. As you exhale, come forward. Inhale, sink back. Exhale, come forward. Hands can stay stationary or travel with you. And then next time your weight is back onto your left heel, pause. So you're seated in a half squat. And this can be exactly what it is. You don't have to use any props, especially if you don't have them. But if you'd like, you can take a block underneath your sitting bones. And then your block is inside of your left foot. So this is a great modification on a full deep squat. Maintain length in your spine. Cleansing breath in. Cleansing breath out. And then release your hands down, shift off of a block if you're on it. Walk back around to the top of your mat. Curl your left toes under. Lift your left knee away from the mat. Climb onto your right thigh for a high lunge. Extend the arms overhead if you feel steady. Hands for the hips if you need some support. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, and pause. Interlace all but the pointer fingers. Breathe in. Side bend to the right with your breath out. Doesn't have to be big. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to hips, straighten your right leg. As you breathe in, press the hips down, lengthen your spine. As you breathe out, fold over your right leg, bow. Blocks are handy if you have them. If you're getting dizzy, maintain a half lift along spine. If it suits you, fold and bow your head. As you inhale, bend your right knee. As you exhale, take your left arm up to the sky. Open twist. Maybe even wrap your hands behind you. Rest your hand on your low back or your right hip crease. Breathe in. With your breath out, release both hands down to the mat. Walk around to the center. Feet are now on the short edges of your mat pointing towards the long edge. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, wide-legged forward fold, release. As you inhale, climb back onto your hands. Soften your knees with your exhale, climb onto your thighs, roll it up. Walk the heels in, reach your arms overhead. Inhale, find that plie squat. Exhale, come up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more, your pace. Last one, hold the bend in your knees. Bring your arms open into goalposts. Relax the glutes. Breathe in. With your breath out, hands to hips, heels widen. Turn your left toes toward the short edge of your mat. Spin off of your right heel and bend your left knee for a high lunge pose to start. And then let your right knee drop onto your mat. Hip shift forward a bit. Maybe your arms stretch overhead. Breathe in. With your breath out, straighten your left leg. Maybe the left ball of your foot lifts. Inhale, bend, plant your foot. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend, stay here. Exhale, half splits, hands down. Left leg straight. Shimmy your left foot forward if you need to. Keep your hips over your right knee. Draw the collarbones away from one another. Inhale, plant your left foot, bend your knee. Exhale, hands walk over to the right of foot. Spin on your right knee, get your heel underneath your butt. Square squats. Inhale, sink back towards your right heel. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Next time your weight is back, pause. Sit all the way on top of your right foot. Hug the left heel in. Find that half squat. Option to grab a block. Not necessary if you don't have it, but it does give the floor or bring the floor to you a bit. Hip points roll forward just a bit. Glutes soften. Cleansing breath in. Cleansing breath out. Release your hands down, shift any prop out from underneath you. Walk back around, curl your right toes under, lift your right knee away from the mat, climb onto your left thigh, high lunge. Hands at hips or overhead. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, bring your hands to your hips. As you exhale, bow forward. Press your hips away as you fold. Maybe you have a flat back. Maybe you're bowing and round. Continue to lift your kneecaps up your thighs so your quads are engaged. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Keep your feet the same. Exhale, wave your right arm up to the sky. Inhale your right hand down. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right, wide-legged forward fold. Release. Inhale, lengthen your spine, soften your knees. Exhale, climb on and rise. Bring the heels in. Reach your arms overhead. Inhale, bend your knees, plie squat. Exhale, rise. Inhale. Exhale, just one more. Inhale, hold the bend. Exhale, goalpost arms. Inhale, float your right heel up from the floor. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, left heel floats. Exhale, drop. One more. Inhale, right. Exhale, drop. Inhale, left. Exhale, drop. Inhale, both heels lift. Even in this very intense pose, can you soften your glutes? Nice, drop your heels, hands to hips, turn your toes in and your heels in for a shorter stance. Bend your knees, rock the hips from side to side. And then find a nice wide stance again. So heel the feet further away from one another. Reach the arms out. Turn your right toes towards the short edge of your mat. Bend your knee, warrior two. Right heel, left arch alignment. And if you are feeling any tugging in your pelvis, in your ligaments, round ligaments, you can turn your left toes in a bit more. So you decide whether you need your left foot parallel to the back edge of your mat or turned in slightly. Maybe you experiment and see which one feels better, or maybe there's no difference, and that's fine too. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Pause. Flip your right palm. As you inhale, tip back. Hover your left arm under baby and your right arm alongside your ear. As you exhale, tip forward a bit. Now the right arm hovers under baby and left arm alongside ear. Inhale, tip back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, tip back. Exhale, come forward and pause. Now maybe you rest your right forearm on your thigh. Maybe you bring your hand to baby, shift your hips towards your right heel, pause. Roll your left shoulder open. Maybe if it's okay for your neck, you look up towards the sky. As you inhale, begin to straighten your right leg, reach your left arm up towards the sky, and as you exhale, your right hand can slide onto your shin for triangle pose. A block comes in handy if you have it. Allow your left hip point to roll towards the floor. Lengthen through both side bodies. Gaze wherever it's comfortable for your neck. Find that deep diaphragmatic breath here. Inhale, belly swells, ribs expand, heart opens. Exhale, heart, ribs, and belly. As you inhale, soften your right knee. You can shift any prop off to the side. Exhale, straighten your right leg and turn the toes in. Bring the heels in, the toes in, the heels in. Bend your knees, rock your hips a little bit from side to side. So heel the feet further away from one another. Point your left toes towards the short edge of your mat. Reach the arms out. Warrior two. And this side may feel different. So maybe your right foot stays parallel to the short edge of your mat. Again, for the modification, you can turn your back toes in slightly. Your right toes in slightly. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Flip your left palm as you inhale, tip back, right hand rounds under baby. As you exhale, left arm rounds under baby, right arm straightens. Inhale, tip. Exhale, extend. Inhale, tip. Exhale, extend. Option to release your left forearm to your thigh, maybe your hand to your baby. Right hip point rolls down, right shoulder rolls open in opposition. Soften through your face and neck. As you inhale, begin to straighten the left leg, reach your right arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, engage the feet, triangle pose. Find your belly breath here. And know that those deep belly breaths, those deep diaphragmatic breathing helps soften and expand and open your pelvic floor muscles. And that's what we want as we push baby out. We want our pelvic floor muscles to get out of the way, to lengthen so that the baby can pass through. As you inhale, bend your left knee, climb onto your thigh, and as you exhale, press up. Turn your left toes in, heels in, toes in, heels in, shorter stance. Soften your knees, rock your hips. Release your hips back and forward. And then take that nice wide stance again. Bring your heels in, reach your arms overhead. Inhale, knees bend. Plie squat, exhale, come up. Inhale down, exhale up. 3 more. Last one, and we hold. This time, bring your hands to your thighs, close to your knees, let your chest drop down a bit. As you inhale, stick your butt out, feel your sitting bones spread. As you exhale, turn your left shoulder towards your right thigh. So it's a gentle twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder toward left thigh. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder, right thigh. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder, left thigh. Inhale, center, pause. Rock a bit from side to side. Maybe you peel the ball of one foot up as you shift over. Plant both feet. Bring the heels in, toes in, heels in. Find that shorter stance. Hands stay on your thighs. Circle your hips in one direction. Breathe with this movement. Full breath in, full breath out. Opposite direction. Pause. Keep your knees soft. Slowly roll up, flat back or straight up, or roll up. So heel the feet in towards one another. Stand in any direction you'd like for our chair pose series. Feet are hip distance. Reach your arms overhead. And as you exhale, bring your palms out in front of you. Plug the arm bones into the shoulder sockets. Lift your heels, keep your hips over your knees, and slowly slide down into a modified chair, modified upward pose. Inhale, legs straighten. Exhale, they bend. Doesn't have to be big. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more, inhale, straighten. Exhale, hold the bend. Step your left foot back about a foot. Keep your shoulders centered. Chest squared. Guardian Goddess pose. Straighten the legs, bring your arms by your side. Inhale, knees bend, arms reach forward. Exhale, legs straighten, arms by your side. Inhale, bend, reach. Exhale, straighten. 2 more, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 1 more, inhale, lower. Pause here. With your exhale, step your left foot forward and your right foot back. Feet are hip distance, knees point straight ahead. Plug your arm bones in, spread your fingers, soften your jaw. Breathe in. With your breath out, legs straighten, arms by your side. Inhale, bend, reach. Exhale, straighten, drop. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. 2, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, bend and hold. Bring your right foot to meet the left. Straighten the legs, let the heels drop, rock your hips. Cleansing breath in. Cleansing breath out. Inhale, arms overhead. Find a traditional chair pose. Exhale, legs straighten, heels lift. Arms by your side. Inhale, heels drop, butt sits back. Exhale, heels lift as the legs straighten. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more, inhale, sit in your traditional chair. Keep the toes light, hips back. Soften through your shoulders, your jaw, your brow. Breathe in. With your breath out, rise. Kick your feet out. Rock your hips from side to side. Release tension through your hips. Plant your feet. Lift. Plant your left heel on your right ankle. So this is a modified tree pose. If you are feeling steady, maybe you can slide your left foot up to the calf. This is pretty safe. If you want, maybe your arms overhead, maybe you go next to a wall, a couch, a chair. As you inhale, drop your hands at heart center, point your left knee forward. And as you exhale, thunderbolt, reach your left leg back and your arms out in front of you. So not full warrior 3. Breathe in. With your breath out, come up, left knee forward, hands at heart. Inhale, send your left leg behind you, arms alongside your ear. Exhale, knee forward, hands at heart. 1 more inhale, hold your thunderbolt. Reach from heel out through your fingertips. And as you exhale, come to straight. Kick out your legs. Take the top of your right foot to the mat so your toes point back, stretch out the top of your foot. And then release any tension. Root your left foot down, lift off of your right heel, spin the knee open, plant your right heel on your left ankle. If and once you feel steady, you can slide your foot up to the calf. Maybe you grow your tree. Breathe in. With your breath out, point your right knee forward, bring your hands at heart center. Inhale, thunderbolt, right leg back, arms forward. Exhale, come back to center, hands at heart, right knee forward. Inhale, move slowly to straighten the arms and your leg. Exhale, come forward. 1 more inhale, send it back. Pause here with your exhale. Standing leg is strong. Breathe in. With your breath out, release. Rock the hips. Take the top of your left foot to the mat, toes point back, stretch the top of your foot. And then release. Find yourself in all fours again. Rock your hips once you're there. Knees wide. Inhale, cow pose. Lift your heart and tailbone. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 1 more inhale, open. Exhale, round, hold this cat. Let your head hang, shake it yes and no. Press your upper back towards the ceiling. Scoop the tailbone underneath you. Inhale, neutral spine. As you exhale, lower to your forearms, interlace your fingers. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Polar bear pose. Hips stay over the knees. Sitting bones spread away from one another. Circle your hips in one direction. Make it big, make it exaggerated. Find freedom of movement. Move in the opposite direction. Find stillness, cleansing breath in, cleansing breath out. The bottom of your exhale, climb back onto your hands. Slide your right knee outside of your right wrist, straighten your left leg behind you, set up for single pigeon. If you're feeling like you can't fold today because baby is not allowing you, you can stay in this bit of a back bend. This is nice. If it's accessible and feels good, you can bow and make this a little bit more of a passive pose. Slowly climb back onto your hands. Press your chest up. Walk your hands in, slide your left knee in, and then take 3-limb tabletop. Kick your right heel back and open behind you. Circle your knee once in both directions, maybe twice if that feels good. And then find your tabletop pose again. Slide your left knee outside of your left hand, straighten your right leg behind you. Stay in the back bend or fold. Slowly climb back onto your hands. Draw your right knee in. Take your left leg behind you. Move your foot and leg around. Find your tabletop pose. And then your child's pose. Toes together, knees nice and wide. And this is a modification for a full squat pose. So if you're feeling any extra pressure that is uncomfortable in a full squat, take child's pose. You're getting all of the benefits there, and it's more passive. You can rest, you can relax. That goes for pregnancy and labor and delivery. As you inhale, come back up to a tabletop. As you exhale, sit on your seat. Bring your feet together. Make a diamond shape with your legs. So allow your feet to go a little bit further in front of the knees. Hands on the shins. As you inhale, roll the hip points forward. And as you exhale, round and fold. Slowly come up about halfway, hug one heel in, find a deeper version of this pose. Grab your ankles and fold. Start to lift your chest up. Bring your hands behind you for some support. Step your feet wide. Sway the knees from side to side. Drop both knees over to the right. Option to stay here. Maybe you pick up your right foot and place it on your outer left thigh. Release your right foot, point your knees up, drop them over to the left. Maybe left foot on outer right thigh. Release your left foot, point your knees up, walk the hands in. And then you can sit up for your final resting pose, whether you're on side lying or inclines on your back. The goal is just to get into a comfortable position enough that you can be there for several moments with just your breath. Of course, shift your shape if you need to through your Shavasana. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, open mouth. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, inhale. Sigh it all out with your exhale. Allow the guidance of your breath to fade. And notice the benefits of your practice in Shavasana. I'll guide you out of this when we're ready. Until then, just soak it up. Enjoy this bit of stillness. If you can stay in Shavasana, I highly recommend it. If you need to start to shift out, you can roll to one side if you're not there already. And on the exhale, allow yourself to come up. As you're ready, reach your arms overhead, touch your palms, or again, stay exactly where you are. Bring your thumbs to your forehead as a reminder of positive thought. Your thumbs to your lips as a reminder of kind speech. And to your heart as a reminder of good intention.